Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. My name is Justin. Well, I'm not in the sunny south anymore, but it is still a beautiful day here in New York. Check it out. It is still cold, well below freezing, but the sun is shining. Stuff is melting with that sun. This is a Saturday. All the trucks are here, most of them anyway. I just want to catch you guys up with everything that's been going on around here. When I was gone, I think I'd also mentioned or talked about an accident that one of our trucks had beside the rollover. So one of our guys was in a service truck, the service truck right over here, right out front of our shop. He was turning left and someone ran into him. They tried to pass him as he was turning left and ended up doing some damage here in the side of this thing. So definitely he is he's lucky to not have gotten hurt. Thankfully no one got hurt, but it was close. He hit this side panel, corner panel, messed it up pretty good, but not much that this truck is worth anymore with that done in like that. So we ended up getting something different. But anyway, the truck still runs and drives good. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it exactly yet, but other than this damage, the truck does run and drive. I think they still use the air compressor. There's a nice air compressor in there and some stuff there in the back yet that they utilize just sometimes here. If a truck doesn't start or whatever, they'll just drive out to it. So they can use it locally. But anyway, we're still working through that accident. And we typically don't use our service trucks that much, or service truck, but it's more so somebody will, like the other day we had to go to Binghamton to change out a turbo, or like tires, they'll blow a tire. Oftentimes too, they'll be at a nice spot to fix it. It's just, they got to run up, half an hour away, 45 minutes away and fix it. And like, a lot of our work is local, so even the stuff that goes way out of state, we still load locally or load, and they kind of go past this way. So there's still loads going past. So oftentimes, yeah, if there's an issue, they'll run out with a service truck, minor things, whatever, we'll go get it fixed. And it's nice to have a decent service truck. Our Rochester store, sometimes they'll go up and service a loader, things like that, but they'll change fuel filters, buzz out, do some of that stuff. It is definitely nice to have. We don't put a lot of miles on our service truck. So I forget the exact miles that I had on this truck, or this truck had on when we bought it. I don't know if it'll say, but no keys. So, but we don't put many miles on a year, very few miles. And our service truck really doesn't go far for the most part. I mean, we do run out sometimes, but for the most part, we don't. And we got this big shop, so we try hard to make sure that our trucks are serviced well, so we don't have to go out and take the service truck out. But it's still always nice to have. What else we'll use this thing for is sometimes the truck will get stuck. We go, especially like our little delivery trucks, they back into yards and all kind of stuff. So you just got to pull guy out. It's nice to have like this thing with this front bumper weighs a ton. It's a 350. Definitely got some weight to it, so that'll pull pretty good. I'll show you our new service truck. I say new, it's new to us. Oh, and check this out. This is the pickup I was running. It's sitting here. Well, I got my pickup back. I'll show you that in a minute. This is the new to us service truck. It comes from McAllister Cat. I'm sure that a bunch of you guys know who they are. This is one of their old service trucks. This is a 2015, maybe 4500 Dodge or Ram with a Cummins. It's got right around 200,000 miles on, but it is quite clean. Still not a lot of rust. And like I said, for us, we're not putting many miles on. Not that many miles on. We more so just like around here. So a couple things we want to do to this thing. We got to obviously we want to get this bumper cleaned up and painted, sandblasted, painted, and get this thing loaded up with tools. But this truck is pretty slick. So let's see if I get this open. So this thing comes with a hydraulic tank oil skid. So you can put your hydraulic oil, engine oil, and then used oil. So it's got all that. It's got an oil lube skid, and then this air compressor. This air compressor right here is pretty slick because it's got a welder and it has got a little generator. Let me think here. Air, weld, and generator. 3-in-1. So, got some nice shelves, lighting in here. So, this will make a great truck for what we want to do. This thing is 4-wheel drive. So if we got to pull somebody out, we can get it done. One thing we need to do is this got a little bit of damage. I like to get a big herd bumper or something, big push guard here in the front. So otherwise, not a bad truck. This thing's got right around 200,000 miles on. 210,000. But again, not something we're gonna put a lot of miles on. The more I see the service truck sitting here, the better. So service trucks, well, I can tell you like this. You start looking at new service trucks with an enclosed body like that, you're looking, and especially with the lube and air compressor and all that, you're well over $100,000, well over $100,000. So we're into this much less than that. And like I said, hopefully this thing's sitting a lot. All right, check this black beauty out. I'm so glad to be back in this truck. So glad. Let's go for a walk. I want to show you a couple more trucks over here. You can see a lot of them. We have been super busy. These guys are, I'm just looking if they're all here or not, but I almost think that there's one or two missing, that there's some guys running today. I have a feeling. A couple trucks over here yet. I want to show you our new dump trailer. New to us dump trailer. First, let's check out 144. This is probably this will get rinsed off next week, but I'll tell you, last week this guy was gone most of the week, running through a lot of snowstorms. He said he was running through snow pretty much all week long. That's the unfortunate part, but this truck has been a good running truck for us. A very good running truck. It's amazing. You know, you go through a truck, take it right down to the frame rails, paint everything, get it back up, and it's almost like a brand new truck. So here it is, guys. This is a East Genesis, and this thing has got a lot of lights. This is actually a rental, but a new to us trailer. This is a 2006. So this is kind of just taking the place of the one that got rolled. This is a temporary fix for us, but this is really similar to the spec that we run of dump trailers, and a fella close by had this, so we're just kind of renting it for now. They were putting the tarp on. There were a couple minor things they need to do. We gotta get license plates for it yet. But then this is the Trail Star that is going out to get fixed. This is the one that's rolled. So I think this trailer, this East, should be ready to go next week. This one is going out to get fixed. This one's gonna go on, I think this Monday or Tuesday. So it'll go out and get dropped off. We stripped it down. We took the liner out inside and we took the tarp off of it. So when it comes back, we are going to switch tarps. I'm gonna put a e-cargo tarp on them. So far, we are very happy with the e-cargo tarp. And one of the things that we're also noticing as well, their tarps are much heavier duty. So the tarps are lasting much longer. We put a tarp on one of our Titans several years ago, and that tarp is still on that trailer. It's still a good tarp. So we're going to be probably switching a bunch of our fleet, almost all of our tarps, over to e-cargo. Not to their system necessarily, but we're going to be, when our tarp on, say, our dump trailer or walking floor has an issue or has holes in, we're going to switch it over to an e-cargo tarp. So I get nothing for saying this, but as long as we don't get tariffed like crazy, those tarps are literally about probably double the price, but they just last so much longer. So that's where it makes it worth it. And I'll try to get the exact specs of how long it has been lasting. Trevor would have more of that information, but when I get that, I'll give it to you guys. And I'll see if I get Trevor and we can talk a little bit more about tarps and some of that, because it is interesting. And I know I always like to learn what is better and what saves money. And especially for some of you owner operators, guys that want tarps or get frustrated with some of these cheap tarps that don't last long, this might be a solution for you. E-Cargo is not giving me anything to promote their tarps, and I'm not really promoting the tarps. I'm just saying that's what I'm switching to because I feel it is so much better. So I get nothing out of the deal. I keep trying to harass them, but I don't end up with much. Isn't that a pretty blue? Truck 104. Time to head in the shop, and I want to keep you guys updated on what is going on in there. First off, though, before we close this out, here's one of our collector cards. This is probably old now when you're seeing this video. This was for the month of February. Got a new one coming out for March, and I hope also to see you guys at the truck show. So I don't know who's going to the truck show, but let me know if you're going. I'm sure that I will be in the Keith booth. Keith walk-in floor trailers, or Keith walk-in floor. They have all the different trailers in there. That's usually the booth where I like to hang out at. Always learn new stuff every year, and those are great guys. Get to meet our Titan guy, get to meet our Western guy, and the Keith guys. 3-in-1 right there. So we'll see you guys, I'm sure, at the show, hopefully. And don't forget to check out our merch. Check out this coat. Check out the hoodie. Make sure that when you're at the truck show, you're wearing a nice Flint Creek hoodie. Check it out at flintcreekmerch.com. Check out coffee. You get the collector cards. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.